from the lines across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains. Through the Sahara, we bring on sport news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economy, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today.
Good morning, and this is the Transition on Atlantic Television Network. Rivers State House of Assembly has issued a 48-hour ultimatum to Governor Siminalayi Fubara to present the 2025 budget. The lawmakers made the demand during Monday's plenary session. Security was heightened at the Rivers House of Assembly quarters as the lawmakers held their first sitting after the Supreme Court ruling under the leadership of Martin Amewule. Now, this is coming after Governor Fubara signed the 1.1 trillion naira 2025 budget into law on January 2nd, 2025, after presenting it to the lawmakers led by Victor Oko Jumbo. However, last Friday, the Supreme Court directed the governor to present the 2024 budget to a properly constituted assembly, while Fubara had presented the 2024 budget to full members of the assembly led by Edison Ehi, the current chief of staff to the governor, after the lawmakers declared the seat of Amewule and 26 others vacant. This followed Amewule's and the others' defection from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressive Congress, an action they now deny, while the Apex Court ruled that Amewule and the other 26 members remain lawmakers until their status is determined by the court. The Apex Court also instructed Amewule to resume sittings with all elected members of the Rivers State House of Assembly. The Supreme Court, in the same vein, ordered the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) to withhold allocations meant for Rivers State until the government complies with orders. On their first sitting following the ruling, the Rivers State Assembly requested that Governor Fubara presented the budget titled The Budget of Inclusive Growth and Development. Delta State Governor Sheriff Oberori and former Deputy Senate President Senator Ovie Omo Agege have continued to exchange words over the governor's performance in office. During a visit to Bomadi and Burutu local government areas over the weekend, Omo Agege accused the Oboriovi-led administration of neglecting Delta South and North senatorial districts. He further alleged that the PDP had abandoned certain parts of the state for the past 25 years, and while reacting to the accusations, Governor Oberori, through his Commissioner for Works, Rural Roads and Public Information, Mr. Charles Aniago, dismissed Omo Agege's remarks, describing it as a ranting of an idle politician. Aniago also outlined several ongoing projects across the 3 senatorial districts while countering claims of neglect, responding to Omo Agege's claim that the PDP government had failed Delta State for 25 years, while Aniago reminded him that he was once a key member of the same administration. Edo State chapter of All Progressive Congress has raised the alarm over an alleged plan by members of the People's Democratic Edo State Governorship Election Tribunal and urged security agencies, including the police, the Department of State Services and the Nigerian Army, to be vigilant and take necessary measures to prevent a potential breakdown of law and order in the nation's capital. According to Tenebe, the PDP and ASU Igodalo supporters plan to carry out the unlawful act on Tuesday, 4th March 2025, stressing the need for security agencies to be proactive in preventing the planned disruption. The Edo APC chairman emphasized that the party would not tolerate any attempt to compromise the judicial progress or disrupt peace. Attorney General of Lagos State Lawal Pedro San has stressed the need for a harmonious working relationship between law enforcement agencies and prosecutors in the state. Pedro made the call during an annual retreat with the theme Criminal Justice Administration, a perspective on the role of the judiciary, prosecution and law enforcement agencies in the operation of the Lagos State Special Offences Mobile Court. Pedro said the State Council visiting police formations should be accorded the same respect as police officers visiting the Ministry of Justice, except in cases where the officer is a suspect, adding that between the law enforcement agency and the state council of prosecutors, there should be a good relationship, synergy, and bonding because they are working towards the same goal. In her remarks, the mobile court coordinator Arinola Banjoko highlighted the importance of the mobile court in dispensing justice, particularly in addressing minor offenses and reducing case backlogs, and also stressed on the need for dedicated efforts and synergy among the judiciary, law enforcement agencies, and prosecutors to ensure the mobile court remains a credible and efficient institution. According to her, the mobile court is a vital mechanism in the expeditious dispensation of justice, particularly in addressing minor offenses, reducing case backlogs, and ensuring swift enforcement of the law. Mudashiru Obasa has been returned as the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly. Obasa was reinstated following the resignation of Mojisola Miranda, who stepped down from the role with immediate effect and was returned as the Speaker during Monday plenary session. In January, Obasa was impeached by members of the Lagos State House of Assembly over multiple allegations of fraud. Now, this is coming after Speaker Mojisola Miranda presided over the plenary at the Lagos State House of Assembly, while the ousted Speaker Mudashiru Obasa, who was earlier at the Assembly complex, was not at the Monday sitting where Obasa, Miranda, and all lawmakers at the House earlier held the meeting outside the chamber. The meeting was held ahead of the plenary that commenced around 2 p.m. Leaders of the state chapter of the All Progressive Congress, including Chairman Colinus Ojelabi, were at the meeting, and the Attorney General of Lagos State, Lawal Pedro, was also at the meeting, which was expected to resolve the leadership crisis at the House. Obasa had earlier arrived around 1:30 p.m. to join the lawmakers at the meeting held under a tent, and later left the meeting after a separate chat with the AG, Ojelabi, and other party stakeholders. It is not certain yet how the leadership tussles between Miranda and Obasa would be resolved, but currently the lawmakers are eulogizing Miranda, saluting her leadership so far. Miranda, a former deputy speaker, was made the speaker by over 30 lawmakers on January 13th when the House removed Obasa as speaker. Tanker explosion in the early hours of Tuesday claimed the lives of 2 persons in Ibadan, Oyo State. The incident, which occurred around Babster Mega Petrol Station, Orita Challenge in the Oluyole local government area, happened at about 5 a.m. Eyewitnesses said the victims, identified as the driver of the tanker and his motorboy, were burnt beyond recognition. Confirming the incident, the special advisor on fire service reforms to Governor Seyi Makinde and chairman of the State Fire Service Agency, Moruf Akinwande, said the firefighters responded swiftly to the emergency and the situation is now fully under control. Ondo State Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa has approved the employment of 1,010 secondary school teachers in the state. A statement by his chief security press secretary, Ebenezer Adeniya, said the governor's approval came after the completion of the recruitment process by the State Teaching Service Commission, which screened thousands of applicants last year. Adeniya said the successful candidates, are to begin their documentation immediately. This is coming after the governor had given approval for the recruitment of 1,010 secondary school and 1,000 primary school teachers last year, which signaled the start of the recruitment process by Texcom and the State's Universal Basic Education Board. Governor Ayedatiwa expressed concern over teaching staff shortages in public schools, particularly in rural communities, adding that the recruitment must be based on the peculiar needs of the understaffed schools across the state. He also said that recruitment of teachers in both primary and secondary schools was one of the efforts of the Ayedatiwa administration to revamp the education sector in the state. Nasarawa State Police Command has successfully intercepted and recovered a stolen Lexus SUV following a robbery and kidnapping incident reported in Kurudu, Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. A statement signed by the police public relations officer SP Raman Nansel said the operation was initiated after a distress call was received at approximately 3:53 hours on March 3rd, 2025 by the Commissioner of Police CP Shetima Jor Mohammed, while intelligence indicated that the suspects were heading along the Kefi Akwanga Road. He also said despite an immediate pursuit, the suspects evaded capture, adding that the stolen vehicle was successfully recovered and is now secured at the police station for further investigation. Further updates from the FCT Police Command confirmed that the kidnapped victim, a woman, had been abandoned by the kidnappers within the FCT before they fled with her vehicle. She has since been safely located and is receiving support. While the police assured the public that the area remains calm and efforts are ongoing to apprehend the fleeing suspects, adding that residents are encouraged to remain vigilant and report any suspicious activity to the nearest police station. Federal Road Safety Corps has impounded over 350 vehicles with unauthorized number plates within 1 month nationwide. The Corps Public Education Officer, Mr. Olusegun Ogungbemide, who disclosed this in Abuja, said the FRSC began a nationwide operation to impound vehicles with unauthorized number plates. The operation is targeted at vehicles with fake registration numbers and illegal use of number plates by private, commercial, government and diplomatic vehicles, adding that the Corps launched the nationwide operation to enhance road safety and national security. He said the first intervention took about 2 weeks in Abuja. The pilot location was extended to all states of the Federation and impounded 350 vehicles in 1 month of its operation. The FRSC spokesman urged vehicle owners to acquire legal number plates through the National Vehicle Identification Scheme, stressing that the process was simple and affordable, adding that vehicle owners should register their vehicles under the NVIS, which provides a secure and reliable means of identifying vehicles. Niger State Police Command has debunked reports claiming that 10 hotel guests were abducted by bandits disguised as operatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. This is coming after the armed men stormed White Hill Hotel on Shiroro Road, Chachanga local government area, Niger State, posing as EFCC operatives, and also allegedly disabled the hotel CCTV cameras before forcibly taking 10 individuals to an unknown destination. The report also cited an unnamed Assistant Commissioner of Police, State Intelligence Department, stating that the investigations were on the way to identify the culprits and locate the abducted victims. The ACP was quoted as urging the public to remain vigilant and report any suspicious activities. Niger State Police Command spokesperson Wasiu Abiodun dismissed the claim, clarifying that the operation was in fact carried out by EFCC operatives. Meanwhile, the EFCC head of media and publicity, Dele Oyawale, confirmed the arrest of 11 suspected internet fraudsters during the raid, adding that the operation was conducted professionally. Recovered items include 2 vehicles and 13 mobile phones of different brands. Petrol tanker crashed along the Jalingo-Wakari road in the early hours and prompted a swift rescue